This video app review is brought to you by the iPhone appreview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhone appreview.com. Today we are slinging out yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application called GPS Drive. This is put out by MotionX, so in its totality it should be called MotionX GPS Drive if you would like to call it that. But this application is a sat-nav application, or in American lingo it's a GPS unit for the iPhone. I, of course, am running this on an iPod just because that's what I happen to have around, but it still works. And this is one of the multitude of applications that exist for the iOS platform, and we mentioned in the written review, but we tend to travel quite a lot for business. As such, we've used just about every single application that's available for the iPhone and for Android, as well as a couple of other physical units in our cars too. We've tried that. So essentially, we have tried a lot of them, and MotionX GPS Drive is by and large our favorite. This application is phenomenal. It's very excellently priced too, which we'll talk more about in just a second. But overall, this application offers simply everything that you could possibly want in a sat-nav app, and then some, which means that you're going to be able to get to where you need to go very quickly, very efficiently, and actually get there too, which is sort of the problem with some of these sat-nav apps. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of show you how this works. Very quickly, this is the MotionX search wheel, which provides you with a wheel of various options. You've got a basic generic search, which of course you can simply tap this, and then start typing for local businesses or addresses or whatever. Very basic, very simple there. You can also go to specify location, search business, enter search location too. You could do that. So if I need to go find a theater in Louisville, Colorado, I could do that. Theater, yeah, you get it. So we're going to go back to the wheel though, because the interesting thing here is if you want to find a contact, let's say you have a business client that you see all the time like we do, simply hit this. You have your address book, you can access your contacts, your saved destinations, your favorites, your frequent destinations, things you visit very, very often, recently visited, and of course your home. So if you're traveling back from an unknown location, want to just go home, you can of course hit that. All sort of basic GPS stuff, but extremely useful to have. And here's where the kicker gets really cool. So let's say that I'm meeting at a coffee shop, which I tend to do quite a bit with clients, or an airport, or I just need to find parking. Parking is always a problem in downtown Denver. Let's go ahead and hit just coffee. So I hit the coffee button and I am immediately presented with an entire list of all of the coffee shops within my area. This is phenomenally useful. We cannot stress how useful this is, especially if you just happen to be in a in a new location. Let's say you're just in a town you don't know very well and you need to find the airport, or you need to find just food, you're hungry, it's lunchtime, or if you need the hospital or gas. These are two very important functions as well. We've been on the road before and very much in need of gas, couldn't find any. Very simple to hit the petrol station pump there. So let's go with the coffee. Let's just say that I'm going to meet someone for coffee. So I hit the coffee button. I'm presented with a bunch of different examples. Let's say I want to go to Something Brewing, which is a local coffee shop here in Central Arkansas. So then it gives me the information. I have a phone number. If I want to call it, I could do that. I could flag it, but what I'm instead going to do is simply hit navigate, the button at the top. You'll notice within the interface, all of the buttons are extremely easy to get to, and it's very driver friendly, I guess is the way we'd describe the design of this application. But once I'm here, simply hit navigate, route from your last accurate GPS position. Let's go there.
Calculating your route. Proceed to the highlighted route. Live guidance will start as soon as you have a good GPS signal. Make sure that your iPhone has a clear view of the sky.
And there you go. So essentially here's the main interface. We of course are not driving. It'd be kind of hard to do this video review and do that at the same time. But I can kind of show you how everything works. Essentially it is a sort of basic GPS look in terms of the street. You can change the way the map looks, which is very nice. I'm going to go ahead and tap this if I can. Just to kind of show you can do 3D plus, which means you get all of the additional information in addition to the 3D look. You can also do 2D road, street view, or traffic. Traffic is incredibly useful if you happen to be a heavy commuter, and let's say you're driving from where I am now, Conway, into Little Rock, Arkansas, which is a very heavily populated commuter hellhole, basically. And you want traffic, you can hit that and find that out. You can also zoom in or zoom out using the handy guidance menus there. And if you're on a road that the app knows, which it knows most of them, you'll actually get speed limit and speed reports here, which is incredibly nice. It's we like that quite a bit. Of course, you'll get the turn-based navigational voiceovers, which means you'll never miss a turn. All of that's very handy, and if you need the written directions, you can simply hit this button at any point in time, and you'll be offered a full list of what's going on.
Now turn right, and then in 500 feet, turn right.
There you go. So then you get the, if you need a recap of the voice, you can of course hit that, which is what I just did. Let's see.
Now turn right,
Map.
and then in 500 feet, turn right.
You can also hit this button to pull up a playlist option. So if you have music playing, you can control it from here. So if this is on your dash, it saves you from having to go to the music app. Also very handy, and just a great, you know, why would you throw that in other than just thinking about the end customer? That's a good example of the developer just taking the time to consider the needs of the customer. So anyway, that's the again the basic GPS look that you've got going on here. Of course, it's pretty, it's extremely good. We're going to say that. We're not going to dwell on this too much. It's one of the best sat nav user interfaces and productions that we've ever seen. The maps are flawless. We have never had a problem getting where we need to go, which is not the same for a bunch of other GPS units, especially Garmin that we've used. So props to the developers for that, and that's where we're going to leave that. You've also got a compass if you need it. It just points towards your destination. You've got directions list, your position, settings, go to, navigation, etc., etc. We're going to go ahead and hit stop. Alright, and then we're going to go menu, search, back to the wheel, and then of course you are here. If you need just a traffic report, you can also just hit traffic, and then just have a look-see at the area around you, which is nice. Trying to think of other features that are involved. You can share, of course, if you'd like to email, tweet, or Facebook. All of those options are available. You can also resume nav at any point in time to go back to your last navigational point. Aside from that, I don't know what else we can mention. You've got basic stuff too, like saving your favorite locations. You can type in an address. You can get exact latitude and longitude. You've also got tap destination tool if you so desire. And, you know, aside from that, I think I'm out of things to show you, so we're going to go ahead and give you our final wrap-up, which basically looks like this. The application is phenomenal. It's very well designed. It's easily, or obviously, designed from the ground up to be very usable by the user, in the sense that it's got all of the features that make your life simpler, make it easier, and make it much more efficient. The graphics are great. The maps are better. The price is good, too. A full year's worth of service will only cost you $10 at the moment, which is phenomenally priced when you consider the price of a dedicated sat-nav unit. Aside from that, the app itself is $1, which gives you a 30-day free trial, so if you want to go ahead and give that a go, just to see how it works, we really want to encourage you to do that. This is seriously the best sat-nav app that we can think of, and we recommend it above all others by far. So with all that in mind, we're going to go ahead and sign out, but with our final star rating, MotionX GPS Drive, of course, gets a 5 out of 5 star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com, and that's all we have to say about it. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but we will see you guys later. Bye.